Hello and welcome to another episode of TryCraft. I know it's been kind of a week since I posted anything new on here, and I apologize for that. It's been a couple of weeks. It's been a couple of weeks because we've had stuff going on at the station, and then we've had stuff going on in my real life where I actually was able to go up and finally see the kids in person rather than just talking to them on Zoom, which was really nice. So, I've been kind of busy with real-life stuff and other things on here, but I see we've got a new TryCrafter with Nox. Welcome, Nox! Nice to have you here. I look forward to actually collaborating with you at some point in the very near future. In fact, Mama and I probably sometime in the next week or so are going to be working on Spawn, making some of the ships and the boats that we had talked about doing over there. So that's going to be interesting. And other news is one of my videos was on the front page of the community section of Minecraft.net this weekend. That's right, one of my videos was my sunken ship video I did almost a year ago. And looking at it now, I'm like, oh god, I could have done so much better with them than I did with that. But you know what? For the time, where I was at, it was a really cool little build. It's a starter base, so it's not supposed to be anything absolutely fantastic and amazing, but it was a lot of fun, and I was really enjoying doing it. And it was so cool seeing it on the front page there on the community page. That was awesome. So very many thanks to Jeb and the entire Minecraft team and everyone else that runs the Minecraft.net who chose, out of all the videos they could have chosen, that I'm certain people sent into them, they chose mine to be on there, and that is fantastic. So thank you very, very much for that. Really appreciated and really cool to see that on there. I was doing station stuff, and I saw I had a comment on it, and I was like, oh, I got a comment on this old video. Okay, and I went and looked at it, and it was like, hey, congratulations on being on Minecraft.net. To which my response was, what? What do you mean I was on Minecraft.net? I went and looked, and sure enough, there it was. I was really, really cool. So it was very cool to have you there. Now, as far as today, what are we going to be doing? Well, first of all, we're going to get rid of this cake, because that is now done. We are going to grab the book and work on a couple of things here in today's episode. The biggest one being this, the Blaze Grinder, which we've been putting off, and we need to actually get working on that. So we are going to actually go over and build our Blaze Grinder today down in the Nether where the Wither Skeleton Farm is, and we're also going to be doing some more work on that as well. And I want to get our little walking path and park done here in our base too. So we're going to work on those three things today, but first we've got to start with the Blaze Grinder, which means we need some materials. Luckily, I've had these materials sitting in here in a shulker box forever, and this is what we're going to be using to make this Blaze Grinder. And for those of you that have been watching Hermitcraft for a number of years, you're going to recognize this Blaze Grinder because it's Generic B's Blaze Grinder. It's his super simple Blaze Grinder that literally takes nothing but blocks and slabs. And that's it. That's all it takes. It sort of disables pack spawning, unfortunately, so it's not as efficient as other Blaze Grinders, but it actually is going to work out really well, I think, especially for our needs, because we don't need all the blaze rods. We just need enough to do things like make end rods and blaze powder and stuff like that. So let's go get some fire resistance potions out of our fantastic potion brewer, and we'll head downstairs to the Nether. Ow. Ow. Stop it. Thank you. Alright, now taking the present to take one of these. Okay, fire resistance on. Shoot me now! I dare ya! I double dare ya! Oh, your life's gone a little bit of a change all of a sudden, hasn't it? Okay, so here... Oh, that's not good. How you doing? Oh, good. And here we are. So here's what we're going to do. Quickly, we are going to be clearing out all of this. Now, even though I've got that fire resistance potion on, and they can't hurt me with fire, these things still hit hard with melee damage, so you gotta kind of be careful while you're doing this. We are picking this one because it is not covered in lava, it's easy to get to, and it's very open here. So here's what we're going to do, is we're going to basically deconstruct everything around this in a quick manner. Hi. Oh, God. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, shoot at me all you want. I really don't care. So yeah, so the fire damage, not so bad. Especially with the fire resistance potions. Doesn't hurt at all. I can sit here and be on fire all day. Doesn't matter. But the melee damage will still wreck you square. So be on the lookout for that. Like that. Don't let them hit you like that. Another one down. And another one down. Another one bites the dust. Ow. So here's what we do. We run into a blaze. That's what we do. No. Go away. And we have to go out 4 in every direction here. Oh my goodness. They just spawn right in front of you. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Gonna die. You're done. You're done, son. Okay. Back to what we were doing. So now, we just do that again. Except much easier this time. Oh, my potion wore off. That's not good. That's not good. I told you guys to watch that for me. I told you to keep an eye on that. You've betrayed me. Last block will be that one to signify where the middle of this thing is. Fabulous. So now we have this completely blocked off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blocks in every direction, 2 layers high. So we should now not have to worry about any more blazes spawning. Hi, dude. Except in environmentally, anyway. I mean, you'll still have environmental blazes spawning. You can't do much about that, unfortunately. But as far as the spawner itself goes, you shouldn't have to worry about that anymore, at least. So now that we've gotten that taken care of, I can hear one. Where are you, dude? I hear you over here. You must be behind. Are you behind it? No. But just in clearing it out, we got 16 blaze rods, which is kind of nice. But now, where are you? Ah, there you are. You can just leave now. You're done. So now that we've got that taken care of, finally, we can start on the build proper. So we have to sort of take all this out 3 blocks down from the bottom layer. So we'll just go ahead and take all this and probably get shot by a ghast, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of, and then we'll go on to the next step. Alright, so that is now taken care of. And by the way, you can leave the bottom open. It's not going to actually spawn anything because it's looking basically up versus down, like some of the other spawners are. So it basically is spawning everything above it, so if you have this open in the bottom, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so now your choice of blocks is kind of up to you. I am going to, let's see here, so we want it that direction. So I'm going to go ahead and use the nether brick down here at the bottom. I'm going to be smart about this, is what I'm going to do. Amazing, huh? I choose now to be smart about things. Let's grab a crafting table. Let's pop it down. So we've got all these. So we want to extend this so it's basically 13 blocks this way and 11 blocks this way. So right now we've got 9. So we're going to go 2 blocks out on this side, and then 2 blocks out on this side, and then 1 block out on each one of the corners here. So let's go ahead and do that real quick while we're thinking about it. Alright, and now that we've got oh my god, if I can actually get up there, that is. Now that we've got a big slab of stone, basically, we're going to go ahead and connect all of it. And I'm not going to show you every single bit of this because Generic B has a very good tutorial that he put out there that I'm going to link down in the description. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish off the rest of this and then show you basically how it's going to work after that. So let me go ahead and get this finished here. And as I said, by all means, go check out Generic B's tutorial for this. And it'll sort of give you an idea of what we're going to be doing with the rest of this here. And as you can see, we have now completed this particular build. Oh, well, we had completed that build, but I forgot about something fairly important here. We forgot this one little... I wondered why our spawning rates weren't as high as I thought they were. Forgot to take this back out again. Oops. Well, we can solve that very quickly. There's that side. And... that side. Okay. And we should put those back in. Perfect. Excellent. So we have this now done. We are getting a fair amount of blaze rods, so I've got another 11, plus I have another almost half stack in my shulker box. And this is one of my favorite non-redstone contraptions that I think I've ever seen. Is it's literally nothing but full blocks and slabs to make this whole thing, to make this blaze grinder. And it's not the most efficient thing. It's never going to be the most efficient thing. It's not as cool as some of the ones that like El Mango or Nembomb or those guys come up with. Or, you know, it's just not ever going to be that cool. But as far as being able to get experience and getting blaze rods, I've got 24 blaze rods here, and it's just from randomly coming in here and just checking it out. So, and then we've got this little entryway here in the beginning. We'll put a roof on it. We'll put in some, and we'll probably put in some, ow, jerk. Anyway, we'll probably go ahead and put like a door or two on this. We'll put a ceiling on. We'll put like a little bit of a waiting area with instructions where it's just stand out here, wait for the blazes to spawn, go inside, whack them with your sword, pick up your blaze rods, go back out, wait, come back in. So, yeah, like I said, not as efficient as some of the other automated blaze grinders that we've seen, that other people have put together, but it's good enough for our purposes, I think, at this point. And if you know, Scousy or someone wants to come by and actually redo it and make it automatic, it'd be pretty easy to do, because all you got to do is just replace the blocks up there, and you can basically retool it as you care to. So maybe I'll do that at some point. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, this right now is good enough for me. So blaze grinder, done. Now it's time to go deal with this thing. And the best way to deal with this thing and actually make it a little bit more efficient is actually to just start deconstructing some more of this fortress. So we are going to actually do that, because we need to get rid of most of this. And we've got some of it. Oh, that's a blaze. Gotcha. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are. Come back down here. Ow. Ow. Burning. Still burning. Owie, 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 owie. So yeah, we're going to deconstruct a lot of this. We do have it lit up. So, I mean, that'll help. But I think we just need to make that platform bigger, too. It needs to come out further this way on both ends, and then probably back a little bit further, too. But then we'd have to move all that chest stuff, and that'd be painful. So, I mean, we've got most of this lit up. I don't think we have to worry about it too much. Maybe if we just lit this up a little bit more, we could actually solve a lot of these problems. Let's try that first. Let's actually light this up and get rid of the spawnable spaces for the wither skeletons. Oh, I almost went right into the lava. That'd have been fantastic. Because we've got all these little nooks and crannies down here. Is there any down there? No. Good. But there's some over here. Yep. Sure enough. So if we just light them up, that should stop most of the wither skeleton spawning, other than at our platform over there. So let's see if we can do that. Let's try that first and see what happens, because I really don't feel like tearing this thing into the dirt right now. Well, it's not the prettiest of things, but when we're all said and done with this whole area, more than likely what you'll have is you'll have that and, well, you can't see it over there, but the wither skeleton farm will both be tunnels going to either of them, so you won't ever actually see the outside of this, because it is definitely not the prettiest of things. So, but now we've got all this lit up, so I'm hoping that's going to solve many of our problems that Scousy and Gobspit both reported that we had with the wither skeleton farm as is, in that it was very slow. So hopefully the fact that we've got this all lit up now, except for certain spots, actually, that needs to be lit. I bet this needs to be lit up in here, too. Yeah. And there. Here. Here. Okay. So that should improve the spawning rates a little bit. Well, there's one right there. Cool. Hey, buddy. Come here. Come here. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Yep, right over here. Onto these hoppers. Just stand right there. Come on. Thank you. And there goes some stuff in there. Oh, looks like someone else has been using this too. So we got some bones and some coal. And and some blazes, of course, because they spawn in here, and you can't stop that, because if you do, you stop the spawning of the wither skeletons too, because that's really irritating. Okay, so that... So then basically you should be able to just come out here, and yeah, we might end up extending this all the way down to about here, because that's not going to interfere with it, because that's a spawner. The other problem is that the mob cap's also taken up by things like the magma cubes, the zombie pigmen, and all that other stuff. So we've made it so wither skeletons aren't going to be spawning up here, but the zombie pigmen are still spawning down there and over there, and magma cubes spawn over there. And that's the biggest problem with this, is that, and with any wither skeleton farm really, is that you have so many different things spawning in the nether as far as just the normal spawns, that you basically have to button everything, or you have to torch everything, or you have to slab everything. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like, look at all those guys down there. See, all three of them? That could be 3 wither skeletons that could be spawning up here, but they're not, because they're spawning zombie pigmen down there. So, the best way to get around that, and of course ghasts, but not much you can do about them either. The best way to get around that is to go out like 100 blocks in all directions of this. Basically put buttons on every single horizontal surface that's not covered in lava, or that isn't lava, or that isn't, I believe, soul sand. I don't think they spawn on soul sand. I don't think anything spawns on soul sand. So pretty much everything down there, all the stuff over there, over there, over there, over there. Because we've got all this torched, but that doesn't stop things like that from spawning. So we need to reduce the amount of the spawnable areas for this, and the only way I know how to do that is these little things, buttons or slabs or pressure plates or whatever. Because once we do that, that should leave only these 2 platforms here as spawnable spaces. And then we can go through and sort of re-engineer these things too. So we can maybe make this into slabs that go across here, so you're not getting shot at by blazes all the time. But yeah, there's only one real way to do it. So we've got everything torched up now, so we're going to stop the wither skeletons from spawning elsewhere, but that's not doing anything about the normal natural spawns of everything else that comes through here. So that's going to be a heck of a project. So yeah, we're going to have to do that at some point, but not today. That day is not today, because I don't feel like going and making 5 chests worth of buttons and just buttoning everything. That would take days. I'm not okay with that. So we're not going to do that right now. We are going to say, you know what? We've torched this up. We know that things spawn there. It's just kind of slow right now. And we have our blaze grinder done. So, huzzah! Fantastic. We have accomplished things. So I think it's time to head back home and look at our book and see what else we want to get done on this episode today. And here we are back in the storage room of the Hive City, and we have gathered some things, because the next thing we have on the list of things to do is to work on the walking path in the park in the very back of our base that I've been wanting to work on for a while. So we have a bunch of materials. So we've got some grass, we've got cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, regular cobblestone, and then we've got these, because we are going to make some custom trees around this area as well. And you know what? Let's grab... I'm thinking of it. No. Yes. We're going to make a couple of park benches, too, because that sounds like fun. So let's go ahead and grab this. We're going to go over to our build area, and let's get started on the walking path. Which means, unfortunately, the cake's going to have to go. So, sorry, cake. Off you go. We'll use you for something else soon, I'm sure. Alright, so now that is gone. We need to clear out some space here. And this isn't going to be like just a square, rectangular kind of thing. I want it to be kind of messy. So we're going to basically carve out an area that's kind of like this. And I'm trying to decide if I want it to meet up or be a part of that. I think I do, actually. So let's go this direction. Just hop down here. So I think we're going to come out to about here-ish. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then we'll go back over this direction. And then we'll just sort of come across. So it's not going to be... We're not going to do this exactly. It's not going to be like any kind of plan or anything. Imagine if you had actually built this city around sort of a wilderness area and then kept part of it Sort of like Central Park, only not anywhere near as geometric as Central Park is. So if you've ever seen pictures of Central Park's a beautiful place, by the way. If you ever get a chance to go to New York, make sure that you do stop at Central Park, because it is definitely something that is absolutely worth taking the time to go in and see, because they've got the Central Park Zoo, which is very cool. But they've also got a couple of museums there, and the walking paths. It's a really pretty area, so I highly recommend, if you're ever in New York, go to Central Park. So this is kind of in the same vein, but not quite the same feel, if you get my meaning. We're gonna basically it'll be like a wilderness preserve kind of area that's been saved in here, away from all the industry and industrialization and everything. But it's not in any way, shape, or form anything that was really planned. It just sort of happened that way. So let's see about getting that put together here. All right, and we have a kind of grassy area here. However, I think what we're going to do is that, and that. Let's make this go out a little bit more here. A couple more? A couple more. Yeah, that looks good. So let's do that. There we go. So we now have this little grassy area. We're going to basically build fencing around it. So it's going to be a fenced-in kind of area. And I'm thinking, once again, good old-fashioned iron bars, I think, might be the best option to pick here. Just iron bars all the way around, and then have like an entry and an exit area with some iron bars going around it like that. And then we're going to have what I plan on doing is, I think here, right where it begins, we're going to have like let's make this one more here. We're going to have a water feature. So it's going to be like a sort of a little waterfall thing that's going to go down into kind of I guess you'd call it a brook, that's going to go across over here and then maybe end right about there. So maybe it'll go two directions. I don't know. We'll have to see how it looks. But yeah, we'll put a fence all the way around. And like I said, I think I'm going to do iron bars. I think iron bars are going to look the best for this, to make it give that sort of Central Park-ish kind of look here. Yeah, let's go grab a whole bunch of iron bars. Luckily, we have an iron farm. We can get as much iron as we darn well please. Haha. And I think we've got it. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to put lighting on top of this, and then maybe put a banner up there or something, but I'm not entirely certain yet. So I don't want to commit myself to any one particular thing yet. But we've got the sort of the west gate and the east gate over here, and now we need to work on what we're going to do here for sort of the stream feature. And I actually need blocks for this because, reasons. So I want it to start up high here. So let's do where'd my cobblestone stairs go? Did I forget them? I forgot them because I'm an idiot. Okay. I want a regular one right there. Okay. And then we're going to go down one, tiered out, down one, tiered out. Okay, yeah. I think that'll work. I think it'll look really good. Let's see. So if we go down basically one block. Where's my mousy cobblestone? There it is. Let's do that. And we don't need this. And that there. Can we mix and match these? No, of course we can't. That would be too easy. That would be far too simple if we could do that. So let's do that. Okay, moment of truth. Where's this water going to go? Is it going to go? It is! That's fantastic. Okay. Well, that's cool. Good. Good. That is pretty much how I wanted that to look. So... oh, whoa. I went a little bit too far there. There we go. Up the stream. There we go. And then we just take that out of there. So that is actually working as intended. That's fabulous. Okay, let's go ahead and fill the rest of these spots in. We're going to put full block there. We're going to put a couple of slabs down over here to sort of even it out. Do we want to stair there? I think we want to stair there. Yeah. That's exactly what we want, actually. Let's put one there. And how about a slab? It's amazing what you can do with just stairs and slabs, by the way, in this game. I mean, you can pretty much almost build anything you want out of nothing but stabs and stabs and slares. Bleh! Slabs and stairs. There we go. I knew I could spit that out. Depending on how you want to build things, you can almost do it entirely out of slabs and stairs, doing things like this especially. How about like that? Do we want it that far out? I don't think we want it that far out on this side. Let's go ahead and just say, give me a slab. Give me a slab. Give me a couple of slabs. Slab, slab, slab. Slabbity slab. And that there. And let's do another slab there. And stairs. Stair time. Let's do a stair there. Let's do an upside down stair there, because that makes it look like... Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Let's do a slab over here. There we go. Maybe one more there. And now we got this side over here, but that's okay, because we can do something like this, and maybe leave that. Yeah, okay. That looks neat. Looks like there's sort of holes in the rock and things like that. Okay, yeah. There we go. So there's our water feature, or at least the beginnings of it, and the water comes down there, and then it sort of goes into a little bit of a river kind of thing. And the river kind of thing is going to be right through here. And I think this place is coming together. So we've got some benches over here. We need to get some more signs for the sides here. We've got benches put up. These are going to be custom trees. So we've got a couple of those around here. We had to do something a little bit different with the lighting up there. I kind of like that, though, at the top of that, because two pillagers just spawned over here, as you can tell from the bad omen icon that I have. And, of course, we had to put light down here, else the water would freeze, because we live in a tundra. But then we've got this going, still flowing sort of that way, which I like. And the same over there, although I might replace those with looms, because those look a lot more like drains. There's a spider somewhere, but oh well. And then we'll have a tree over here, a little bit of path to the back. We're going to put some bushes up, too. Where'd that guy fall from? I don't know. And then we'll do something with this. I'm thinking we'll do the same type of lighting on that as we did on this railing. So we'll just put end rods periodically through there. Let's go get some more signs, finish those off. We'll start on our custom trees next. And the secret to custom trees is to be a little messy, although I think it's a little bit too messy there. But that one's a little bit too far out. So now I've made this completely symmetrical. So I've just basically done the exact opposite of what I told you to do. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like that one, though. This one's a little bit less symmetrical, so I like that. And then it's kind of just however you feel like doing it, however you feel the tree is going to come together the best is the way you should do it. Hello, spider. I like that one, the symmetrical one. I actually kind of like the way that it is. I like the fact that that one is symmetrical, and then the rest of these probably are not going to be. And then mix and match your leaves. Don't just use one type of leaf when you're doing this, because if you look at trees have different colors of leaves on them, don't they? They have different shapes to them, different colors, different ways they stick out. Yeah, different. I mean, trees aren't necessarily symmetrical. They kind of have branches that go in one direction, but none that go in the other. So this is something I've been trying to teach myself how to do is don't build with symmetry, because while nature does use symmetry a fair amount, there are times when it doesn't. Nature uses symmetry unless it doesn't, and then it doesn't. I know that sounds odd and strange and probably kind of contradictory, but just sort of throw them around and see how it looks after that, because you might think to yourself, well, it looks terrible, but then you stand back and look at it and go, you know what, that's honestly not too bad. I mean, maybe we'll put one more right there. So this one will be like, it'll kind of stick out a little bit more than others do. Yeah, I think I actually kind of like that. So it makes it kind of hard to get through the path because of the trees that have grown in the way. Yeah, okay. I'm down with that. I can dig it. I can dig it. So I'm going to make this one a little bit shorter than the others. Maybe have it come out there. No, not there. How about, you know what? How about all the way up at the top there? Can we get to that? I think we can. If we come over here and we can jump up there, and yes, we can definitely get to that. So let's do that there. And I think, yeah, I like that one. Okay. Okay, so we've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lots more. All right, let's go do that, and I'll be back with you when we're done with the trees. Folks, I don't think I could be happier. This actually turned out just excellent, I think. Just the custom trees, the waterfall in the background there, sort of coming out of the man-made waterfall thing that splits off into 2 areas here. I think I'm going to put some, like, stones around it, like this, maybe? Yeah, I think, actually, because this is a trick that I've used a number of times, but I never really get tired of using it because it's such a good trick. So we just do this. We put buttons on the ground, make it look like stones or pebbles or something like that that's around the area. I was thinking slabs, but I think that'd be too much. I think it actually looks better with just like this. So you put those around the water there, and it looks like pebbles that have sort of been washed up. And we still got to do some lighting here. I've got to finish up with the end rods here, but now that I have a source of blaze rods, and we have a chorus fruit farm, I can go ahead and get those all taken care of. So we'll have end rods all around the side, and then we'll probably have to put like the occasional underground light somewhere. But yeah, I could not be happier with the way this turned out. It is so good looking. And in fact, it looks even better if you go up here in the sky. It looks even better from up here. I mean, yeah, I am really pleased with the way this turned out. That's really good looking. I love it. I love it. We've made a park. I don't think I've ever actually made a park before in Minecraft. So yeah, this is a first for me. But yeah, I really like this. I think this is fantastic, and I think that this is a really good place to end the episode. So we've done quite a bit today. We've gone ahead and built the blaze grinder. We sort of fixed a little bit on the wither skeleton stuff. I mean, we've done quite a bit. We've done quite a bit. So, and then we made this, which is, I love it. I really like this kind of stuff. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry it was getting out a little bit late, a little bit later than I wanted it to. But yeah, life got in the way. There's not much I can do about that. But I hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on your way out the door. Just press the like button gently. Don't smash it. You want to break it for anyone else. And if you really liked it and you have not yet, oh, look, it's snowing. Consider subscribing to the channel. I do a lot of Minecraft content. I do some other open world and sandbox games like 7 Days to Die, No Man's Sky, Fallout. So if you're a fan of open world sandbox games, if you're a fan of building games, crafting games, anything like that, come on over to the channel. And while you're at it, make sure you follow me over on Twitch, at Akoto Kusumoto on Twitter, Akoto Kusumoto on Twitch. If you find Akoto Kusumoto, you've probably found me. But whatever you do tonight, make sure you go out, play some games, have some fun. I'll see you all again real soon. Have a good night, everybody.